Alrighty, so here we have Paperman Adventures being played on Nintendo Switch, courtesy of the publisher. So you can immediately tell off the bat if you saw the Xbox review is that the camera is a lot more zoomed out from the character model, which is nice, and I understand why they did it. Also, you'll notice that the visuals have taken a dip, but again, that's to be expected given the fact that it's the Switch and not the Xbox or the Series X. But the controller issue I mentioned in the Xbox video is not present here at all. Immediate responsiveness to the controller, no issues. I can skip the intro, which I couldn't in the Xbox version, because the buttons just weren't responsive. It's if the controller was going to be connected. And I had to repair the controller in order for it to work. Here, there's no problem at all. No shit at all with the controller. None. Another thing is that in the Xbox version, for whatever reason, the fourth pole that you have to hit wasn't present here. It was actually I'll just show you where it was. So, for whatever reason, if I come over here, I'm all the way back over here. Oh, dang it. Didn't want to die. Come on, there we go. Anyway, come all the way over here. So, the fourth pole you have to hit is actually over there. And I'm not sure why, because as you can see here, it doesn't exist. So I thought that was really interesting that was the case here with the Xbox version. Again, for those that caught that review, the Xbox version has a lot of issues with it that aren't present here. So let's know on this review here. So again, this is Paperman Adventure is a great 3D action platformer collectathon game that runs relatively smooth on the Switch, given the Switch's limited limited performance capabilities. I like that you can see more around you and it's not zoomed in. And this lets me feature some of the combat here. You got the dragons you have to take out. The story is that this dragon was watching TV and found that the Paperman's postal service was handing out golden letters, and so he stole the golden letters, and they gotta get them back. That's why you had dragons running around. You gotta take out. But yeah, go around collecting mail. This game looks really good on the Switch. I like the way it looks. Performs relatively well. The load times, though, when you die, can be a bit bothersome. It takes about 20-30 seconds to load back in from a death, which isn't ideal, but again, given the Switch's limited performance, given a game like this, it's to be expected, really. But yeah, graphically, the game looks good for a Switch game anyway. Better on other platforms, as I've always mentioned. But yeah, plays really good. And if you guys are looking for a 3D platformer, looking to further, this game's pretty neat. I mentioned the Xbox review. I mentioned it here. For those that don't know, you can play as 4 different characters. You've got Paperman, you have Scrolly, who's a scroll. You have Carl, which is a package. You have Express, which is a piece of mail. And that's it. So you have 4 characters you can use from all the different abilities. One thing I don't care for is the way you switch characters. I wish it was more of a button system, because not all the buttons on the controller are used. So it'd be nice to see a button option to swap between them. It's like a quick swap, if you will. Not even a menu, just a quick swap. Hit the button, go to the next character, rather than using a mailbox menu system. I don't like that at all. I think it's a bad design choice. I understand why they did it. Mailbox, mail, I get it. But I much would have preferred to see a button press to swap between characters rather than using that mailbox system. Combat's fluid. I like the combat. I don't like the emphasis on using the different characters with this style of system. If it was a button swap between the characters, it would have been a lot better and forgiving, really, when it comes to needing to switch characters. I don't like the fact of having to hunt down a mailbox in order to switch characters and then use that to solve a puzzle. I don't like that at all. So I had to go and switch characters. All that work just to be able to use Carl here to pull this big giant block out of the way. Whereas if it was a button press, press button like I don't know, ZR for instance, that's not used for anything. That can be used for a swap easily. But yeah, I mean, other than that, other than the fact that the button press and swap characters doesn't exist, and it can have issues with cameras, like I'm having now. I can't move the camera. I think actually that might be just because of the forced perspective here. Performance issues with the Switch version do exist. Again, the load times are not great. So you die 20-30 seconds between the time you die to the time you end up start playing again. Kind of lame. But performance issues aside, wishes aside, do I recommend this game? Yeah, I'd say I'd recommend this version over the Xbox One version, or Xbox Series X version for sure. This plays and handles a lot better. And yeah, it isn't a broken mess like that one. So yeah, definitely enjoyable experience on the Switch. Definitely more enjoyable than on Xbox. And I want to thank the publisher for their opportunity. I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. As always, next time, take care and happy gaming.